Shot of Brandy podcast, episode 123. 123. Man, with the legend, with the pioneer to this shit, man. Started a lot of this shit, you know. Shot of Brandy podcast, episode 123. And here, man, with the legend, Eddie Brasco, DJ Eddie Brasco. You know what I mean?
Hey, what's happening?
Man, I grew up on that name, man.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
I was geeked on the way over here. I say after this interview, it's Big Brasco now.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? It's Big Brasco. You know what I mean? I'm up in here. I'm a fan, my guy. I'm a fan.
Man, I appreciate you coming out, for real.
For sure.
Man, and y'all doing y'all thing too. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Just anything I can help with it, man.
Hey, for sure, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to my guys, man. DJ Ology, DJ Hezekiah. And Cut a Classic, and you know what I'm saying, the Chop Shop podcast.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, man. But what? Okay, man. But are you from Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. I'm from Lawton.
Okay, Lawton.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
yeah,
not the city, but Lawton.
Yeah, I'm from Lawton, man. I say that proudly. I got to throw my L's up when I say that, man, because it's a funny energy between Lawton and Oklahoma City. They really didn't vibe like that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But I slid up through the cracks, you know what I'm saying, back in 96, man. I'm an old head.
96
yeah,
already.
I came up. I was actually coming to Oklahoma City.
How was those days in 90s, like in the 90s, though?
Shit was popping.
Exactly. Like being an adult, because I was a kid, and I was like, man, this shit is way cracking than it.
Yeah, the 90s,
you know what I mean?
The 90s in Oklahoma City and Lawton, man, it was different. I came up here actually as a college student. You know what I'm saying? I was going to UCO.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I got acclimated to Oklahoma City because I heard that there was a side of town with nothing but black people. And from Lawton, you know, we South Side, Lawton View. I'm not from the View. I got cousins from the View. I'm from the West Side, Crossing Parks, little, you know, Lawton Ike is where I went to school.
Yeah.
It's hella white, you know what I'm saying? Except for the football and track team, but we can fight. So, you know what I'm saying? We weren't really fucked up about it. But when it comes to coming up here to the city, I heard about this side of town with nothing but black people. And I heard there's a park that cracks on the weekend.
Okay.
Edwards Park.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if anybody remembers the 90s, back then Oklahoma City had a totally different dynamic. You know what I'm saying? From the music culture to the gang culture to the drug culture.
It used to be heavy, that gang.
It was heavy. And I just love black people. You know what I'm saying? Right. So my whole thing is, you know, being a military brat, I'm used to being around multicultural situations. Right. So when I found a side of town where it's just all black and it wasn't Lawton View.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It wasn't Lawton View. It was the east side of Oklahoma City.
Right.
I stuck to it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We went, and me and one of my homeboys, we was listening to some old DJ Screw Swisher House. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In his 93 Camry with a 15 in the back, and we go cruising through the east side, and we find Edwards Park.
Okay.
And fell in love with it, man.
Right.
And I've been stuck on that ever since, bro.
Man, so was you like a military kid then?
Yeah.
Like being in Lawton?
Yeah. So so my family's originally from there. Okay. And where the military brat came is because my mom snagged one of them old soldiers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
William Earl Glaster. That's my stepfather. That's the man that raised me. That's my guy. Still living to this day. That's my Superman.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And at 10 years old, we moved from actually at 7 years old, we moved to White Sands Missile Range, New Mexico. I mean, it was the craziest shit ever because he drove a Cutlass, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And one night, in the middle of the night, Mom woke us up, threw us all in the back seat. We wake up in the next state.
Man, for real?
Yeah, we ain't fucking know nothing.
Right.
Like, yo, we didn't know where we was going. It was just fried chicken was cooking when we went to bed. And we realized at 4 o'clock in the morning when we talking about we hungry in the backseat of this fucking car, we eating this chicken. Right. We know why the fuck she was cooking it.
Right.
Because she was thinking I'm gonna fry this chicken and move y'all black ass.
Exactly.
So that's what she did.
So do you remember those days, though?
I remember all of it, man. I remember all of it. Those days actually are the days that shaped like that desire to be around music.
Oh, it did? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, why though?
Because my dad was an entertainer. You know what I'm saying? Like, and not in the sense of like he performed and no shit like that. Yeah. They threw parties. My house was the kicking spot. You know, like we grew up in a household where on New Year's you could drink Didn't matter how old you was.
Oh, for real?
You could drink your,
it's cracking.
I'm talking about Slizzard. You know what I mean?
Real?
And surprisingly enough, I don't drink now. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
But I grew up being able to, like, everybody knew, yo, you go to Peanut House, I'm Peanut at the crib. Man.
Right.
You know Brasco there, they don't even know who the fuck that is. You know what I'm saying? It's Peanut at the house. So everybody know you go to Peanut House on New Year's. You know what I'm saying? You can drink.
That's cracking.
It's crazy as shit. But they had a lot of fun, though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of fun. You know, and then at 10, we moved across the water, man. I moved to Germany.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Germany.
Hell yeah. And that really made me into a weirdo.
Okay, right.
You know what I'm saying? Because in
Just
Germany,
seeing that different culture.
it was different, bro. Because you got to
Right.
think, when I lived in Germany, this is like 87. This is like golden era hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Just to tie it back to the music. So I move over there with there's no cable TV. There's no such thing as the internet.
Right.
There's nothing. There's just magazines and VHS tapes that people brought back from the world. That's what we call the United States.
Oh, okay,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And so my first time seeing like Rap City and Yo MTV Raps was on a VHS tape. It wasn't on.
Not live.
Nah, hell no. I didn't even know what that was.
Right.
Yeah.
Man, so how many years did y'all stay over there, though?
3 years.
Oh, 3 years.
So I got there when I was 10, moved back to Lawton from Germany at 13.
Okay,
I'm
a
looking-
teenager now.
I'm looking like Big Daddy Kane.
Okay,
my,
yeah.
my style, my swag was different. You know, 'cause I'm in Germany, right? So I'm coming back to Oklahoma, wearing trench coats and gold nugget bracelets and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking
Right.
I'm fly. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And I was just
So
didn't.
was it outdated, though? Because
Nah, I
y'all
was
got
on point.
it late.
Yeah, I know we did, but the thing about it was because I dressed like what I saw in Europe. You know, European fashion always ahead of America.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
true,
So,
true,
but in
true.
terms of hip hop, yeah, I was slow as shit as far as my gear, right?
Okay, right.
But you got to understand, this is golden era. So this is back when rappers actually dressed up. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Big Daddy Kane was my idol. I had a high top fade. I had the nice slacks. You know what I'm saying? The button down. And you could do that back then and
Right.
be fresh. So you didn't have to have, you know, Jordans and shit like that. I mean, if you did, cool. But if you didn't, you just had to dress nice.
Right.
So I dressed nice.
So can you remember your first song that you just like, okay, this is it right here?
Like as far as what, like hip hop?
Yeah.
Ain't
Yeah, as far as hip hop.
no half stepping.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm Big Daddy Kane was the first piece of vinyl that I actually said, Mom, I want this for Christmas.
Okay,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? She was like, who is that? And then my dad's friend was like, Big Daddy, a rapper. She's like, some old off the wall rapper. This is how my parents talked about hip hop and shit.
Right.
I don't give a fuck. Just give me the record. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Under my breath as I go back to my room. You know?
So you fell in love with hip hop then?
Yes. Hell
Okay.
yeah. Hell yeah.
Man, and where did that take you from 13 coming back?
Mm-hmm.
Like, where did it take your mind?
Man, music was my escape.
Okay,
you know what I'm
right,
saying?
exactly,
Like it was my
exactly.
escape, man. It was
Mine,
everything.
too.
It was everything for me. It was listening to the radio, taping songs off the radio.
Right.
You know, when we got back from Germany, I was going to this junior high Tomlinson. It's not even there anymore. But then we moved from that part of town in Lawton to the west side of town. So now I'm going from this is where I started going to Eisenhower. They got the whole system, the elementary, junior high, and high
Right.
school. So I started in the middle school or whatever, and I stayed there until I graduate. But during that time, I met some of the guys that I'm still cool with to this day.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? From freestyle in the back of the school bus
Yeah.
type shit and track meets and all of that shit. That's when I just really, really, really developed that love of music. R&B music, hip hop music, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
A little bit of alternative shit, but I'm still young in the mind, so if it ain't black, I ain't listening to it. You know what I mean? That's how I was back then.
Man, so when did you think about the gangster rap, like when it came on the scene?
Loved it.
Okay,
Absolutely.
you loved
Oh, hell yeah, man. I couldn't relate to it like personally because
Right.
my dad was in the military. Like we had a good life. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Just being real. But I could relate to the struggle.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly,
Because like I said, I lived on one part of town, but my cousins lived in the View. That's the hood.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? In Lawton. So I spent summers in the hood. I spent the weekends in the hood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I can always relate to the struggle. And then on top of that, man, you know, in Lawton is a big ass hood anyway. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying? So the
yeah.
mentality, you know, like even our white boys are different from Lawton. Everybody's just different. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? It's like you go
Okay.
down there, you might not make it out.
Okay.
You know, so the gangster rap, you know, my cousins had NWA.
Okay.
I had never heard of it. So coming
Exactly.
back
So
from
they had
Germany,
the tape.
they had the vinyl.
Okay, the vinyl.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm old. They had the vinyl. And you didn't hear it on the radio.
So was it mind blowing to hear that cussing and that man, that street shit, you know what I'm saying?
It was
vivid.
It was a picture that I had never seen in real life.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I could live it through the music.
Right.
You know, and that's when I found out about cluckers and strawberries and dope boys. I didn't even know what that shit was. I didn't even know what weed smelled like.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Until I became an adult, then I smelled weed for the first time. And then I had to go back and ask my mom, like, hey mom, did such and such smoke weed back? Because then you remember them smells as a kid. She's like, yeah, he was high all the time. I was like, okay, you know.
Right.
You know, it is what it is.
Man, so when did you start to take it serious where you wanted to spend for the, man, would y'all have like the house parties?
So this is how I got my introduction into DJing.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, let me know.
My introduction into DJing was like this. So my parents left me at home for 2 weeks in the summer. It's like a movie. And
2 weeks by yourself?
2 weeks, man. I had a job. I was working Little Caesars Pizza, you know what I'm saying? Grinding it out, stinking and shit. And I always had music though. I always had a bunch of music, like a bunch. That's where I spent my money. I ain't care nothing about
so you already had crates before you was even spinning?
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. I had turntables before I knew that they were supposed to have pitch control and match. And I had it. I knew what it's supposed to look like.
Right.
But my dad was like, you scratch on my record and kick your ass. So I had vinyl. You know what I'm saying? I had vinyl, I had turntables, and I eventually got a mixer, but I didn't know what to do with it. There's no YouTube to look it up.
Oh yeah.
In the 90s.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So what ended up happening was a friend of ours during this 2 week span needed a DJ. She needed a DJ at this little town hall center that people would rent. And you know, me and my friend said, we'll do it. I think we made like $40, thought we was rich, using house speakers and shit and tapes and CDs, bro. Wasn't no wiki, because I didn't even have like current music on vinyl. Okay. You couldn't get it. Or at least I didn't think you could at the time, because I wasn't looking to get it. Okay, You know what I'm saying? But that was my introduction into DJing, you know. And
so how'd y'all do, you think?
We sucked. You know what I'm saying? We sucked, but nobody knew we sucked because we were at that age where we were just happy to be out the house. Okay. You know, I'm thinking like, I got the car for 2 weeks, mom ain't home, dad's not here. Right. You know, they don't know I'm coming home at like 12. Back then that's late as shit. Like, you come home at 12, you know, sneaking, hope somebody don't tell on me.
So did they have the big cell phone where you can talk to them or what?
Oh no, when those Okay, no cell phones.
Okay, just straight line.
You better be there when they call that house phone. Shit.
Exactly, like a certain time.
Yeah, boy, you better be there and answer that damn teen line, boy. We had a teen line back then, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah, that's what that was.
So then after that party, then what'd you do with it?
So after the party, man, I'm be honest with you, I didn't do anything with it. You know, I just waited for the next phone call. And then I eventually got another phone call to do a party. And then that one, it was
off word of mouth.
Yeah, because that's all we had back then. You know what I'm saying? It was like somebody make a flyer, and then they hopefully at the library at school can make copies without getting caught and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then on them teen lines, we just called around and, hey, it's a party on this day. It's a party, and that's how it spread. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Ain't no different than today, except ain't no screenshots back then. Right. You know what I'm saying? You know, the closest thing to a screenshot in the 90s was a Polaroid. You know, that's a screenshot. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so high school, like, what are you, like the man of the school? Like
nah,
the music
hell
man?
Nah. Cause see, this is in high school when I'm doing these parties. Okay. But my DJ career honestly didn't kick off until later, till much, much later, to around 99, 2000s when I really started doing that. In high school, man, I was popular, but I was lame. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, all my homeboys. As far as
what they say is not lame and shit like that.
Well, let me break it down to you. So I was always in the cool crowd. So let me not make you think like back in high school niggas used to punk me.
Nah.
Niggas called me Tyson back in the day, and it's a few motherfuckers know why. You know what I'm saying? But nah, so it was, and I was always cool. You know what I'm saying? But when I say I was a lame, it's like I didn't. Like, just on some personal shit, I was like very insecure. Okay. I was really, really shy. Even though I was popular, I was shy. Yeah. Didn't know how to talk to girls, didn't have no swag. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I just knew, okay, these is the Chris Webber sneakers. I saved up $200 off some of the bodies hoes. Right. I'm busting these hoes out on the first day of school. So I had to look, but God forbid a chick said, hey, you know, Eddie or Ed, I think you're cute. I'd have lost my shit, bro. No cool points, bro.
So do you think that overseas kind of made you like that?
Nah, really. Well, yeah, overseas did because it was different. Culture was a little slower then. And that was just honestly looking back. I was just my emerging adulthood, emerging youth. That was just my personality. I was just an introvert. Okay, you know what I mean. Yeah. So I was really more so into.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, though, I was digesting the music. I was reading the credits. I was learning who the producers were. And I was doing all of that shit that DJs do, all the while not knowing that was really going to be my path. Right, because back then DJing and music was just a hobby. I was just kind of figuring out that I might want to go into broadcasting, but I never thought it would be DJing. You know, I didn't get on the path of broadcasting radio until Howard Stern's movie Private Parts came out. Okay, he came out with the movie, and then the book came out. I'm a reader, so I got the book. And
this is after high school, right?
Yeah. And this is I was like, this is what I want to do. So I moved to Georgia. I graduated high school in 95, moved to Georgia to Fort Valley State College then. Now it's Fort Valley State University. It's a HBCU. You know, my older cousin was in school. He was the only one that had gone to college and graduated. And he was like, okay, Pino want to go to school? All right, send him down here. And that was it. Like, there was no, let's figure this out. Black families, man, we fucking do the best we can. You know what I'm saying? But they sent me down there. I shipped all my shit down there, my DJ stuff, everything. You know what I'm saying? I sent everything down there.
So you really so you relocated for real then?
Oh, it was a wrap. Yeah. It was, I mean, I'm a military kid, so that's all I know is you move all your shit.
Right.
You move it all.
That's true.
Yeah, so I went down there. I made it in Georgia for the first quarter, man, which is the equivalent of like the first semester. Yeah. You know, grades were good. Had no money. That was a real struggle. I kind of really, really grew up. But while I was there, I got to soak in all that Georgia culture. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's
black.
Oh my God. Peach County is where I lived. You know what I'm saying? I love black women. I just got one tattooed on my arm. Nobody in particular, just black women. I love y'all. Right. You know what I'm saying? But down there, I got to really, really, really grow deeper into that black side of me. You know what I'm saying? That was the first time I ever saw reverse racism, because now I'm moving to the deep South. I'm like way down there. You know, Atlanta's kind of in the north part of Georgia, but Fort Valley is southern, closer to like Valdosta and Columbus and all of that. So and it's on the western border, like closer, like so it's like maybe an hour and a half to Alabama from Fort Valley. Okay, you know what I mean? So I'm in a different space, different place, and it's cool. I made a lot of cool friends. You know what I'm saying? You know, met some girls down there. Started giving a little swag up a little bit. You know what I mean? Right. And then I got this broken shit. Had to call home, Mom. I don't have no heat. That's when I learned that you can warm up your crib with the oven and shit. Because I didn't live in the dorms. You know what I'm saying? I lived with my cousin off the yard. So I was kind of like,
where was he at during the day?
So this is what happened. I had a crib with him. He actually was like a graduate student, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so he was doing his thing.
Yeah, he was doing his thing, and he had his little cousin, me, down there, you know what I'm saying? And he was a Kappa, he was a noob, shout out to the noobs. I'm not Greek, but you know what I'm saying, I understand the culture. So it was like, I was a different kind of freshman, because I was a freshman with a crib, right? Right. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. I was a freshman that knew a lot of the frat guys, because of my cousin, you know what I'm saying? Okay. So it was a little different vibe for me. So it was cool. I had all the things that says stay, but money. Yeah. I had no money. You know what I'm saying? And I cut hair, right? So I was cutting hair to make money. So if I cut a couple heads at $3 a pop, I get me some McDonald's. I'm balling. Can't tell me shit. Like, what you talking about? 2 for 2? What? Let's get it. You know what I mean? So I did that for a little while. All the while after I moved to Georgia, my family at the same time moved back to New Mexico, because now my father's retiring from the military. Okay. So he's picking a job where they're going to pay him like triple what he was making in the military, do the same fucking thing. Yeah. So he took the bread, moved out there. So when I got to the struggle bus and shit in college, had to move home, I moved to New Mexico. And then from there I was like, okay, there's a number of Mexican people here. Shout out to Mexicans, y'all cool, but this ain't what I'm used to. After being in Lawton, you know what I'm saying? And Lawton didn't have the big Mexican population that Oklahoma has now. It didn't happen. Right. And then going to Georgia, where now it's Chocolate City, and I'm loving this shit. Yeah. So now I'm over here, you know what I'm saying, the Las Cruces, New Mexico. I'm not feeling this. Right. I want to go home. You know what I'm saying? So then I made the transition to UCO. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So I'm actually not coming straight from Lawton. I came from New Mexico back to Oklahoma, but to UCO. Okay. And from there, me and I met a guy named Joe Corey, but back in the day, he was the Timberland kid, Joe Majestic, on the radio. Okay. He was my roommate. So he tells me, hey, look, they're looking for talent. Yeah. This is your child, you know what I'm saying? Because at this point, I've already decided, okay, I want to do radio. Okay. Still don't know nothing about DJing, but radio, I want to do that. Right. So at that point, he allows me to come up there one day when he's doing something, and then I get to go in there and I see the radio station. This is Perry Broadcasting. It's 1140. Right. I'm geeks like a motherfucker. Nobody even knows, you know what I'm saying? I'm just the nigga that's in here with Joe. You know what I'm saying? So I come in there and
but was he was just your roommate Man, that they assigned to you, right?
Nah.
Okay, y'all picked?
So this is yeah, because there's a lot to it. I don't know how much time we got, but there's a lot to that story.
Yeah.
We got time?
Yeah, we got time.
All right, so me and Joe, let me fire this up. Me and Joe we live at East Hall on UCO campus. It doesn't exist anymore.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That was the boys' dorm and shit. I'm in room 240. He's in like room 246. I met him because, like I said, I cut hair. So one day I'm in the bathroom cutting hair. But while I'm in there cutting hair, somebody fucking the bathroom up, yo. They killing the bathroom, so they killing it. So I look, I'm that kind of nigga. I look, I'm like, who the fuck is this? I see some Timberlands. We in Oklahoma now. I'm with the culture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They the right Timberlands. They the butter ones. You know what I'm saying? Like whoever, okay, it's a nigga in the stool fucking the bathroom up. And it ain't too many people out here in 96 wearing Timberlands. So I'm going to find these fucking shoes and I'm going to know who this was.
Yeah.
Right? So one day in the cafeteria, I see the shoes. You the one who was in the motherfucking bathroom. I said that shit to him. He started laughing. We've been best friends ever since.
Oh, for
man.
real?
Ever since, man.
That's cool.
So at the time, right?
Man, that's cool and a blessing.
Yeah.
That your best friend, man, was already in radio.
At the time, he wasn't though.
Oh, he wasn't?
Yeah, see, that was a lot that I skipped. That's why I was like, well, how much time do we got? So this is what happened. So what ends up happening is we become best friends. Him and my actual college dorm roommate was my best friend from high school.
Okay.
We went to UCO at the same time because he started college on the East Coast at a black school. You know, we had this thing, we black, you know what I'm saying? Started the black school.
Right.
He started Morgan State on a wrestling scholarship. Well, after his first year, they did away with the wrestling program, so he comes home.
Okay.
We click up, and then I meet Joe fucking up the bathroom, so now it's three of us.
Okay.
Right? And we decide to move out of the dorms. And then we became roommates. We moved into what's Broadway Village.
Okay,
When they were brand new before they became projects and shit. We was in them hoes. You know what I'm saying? 713 in the back, 4-bedroom apartment. We had another cat named Derek who, you know what I'm saying, he's not part of the crew no more. And then we found out then why. You know what I mean? Sometimes you move in with somebody, it's like, yeah, nah, this ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
So it didn't work out. But still love him, love his family. But it just didn't work out. We kind of grew apart. So while we were in Broadway Village though, Joe got on at the radio station.
Okay, so he already wanted to do it.
Yeah. Now we met each other on some bullshit.
Yeah.
But we realized we got a lot in common, and that's why we were able to click up like that. So he got on first.
Okay.
And it was always that whoever get on first, leave the door open. Well, we old school. We ain't like a lot of these cats today. You be seeing the bullshit. We really mean that shit. So he left the door open for me when my opportunity came. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy because when he let me know that they were hiring, I was actually working for America Online. I was doing telemarketing shit.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, like I was in the billing department. Thank you for calling America Online. My name is Edward. You know, I'm doing my thing.
Right. All them damn discs.
Man, boy. I send you another disc right on out. I was that dude, man. You know what I'm saying? It was the funniest shit ever. So then this is what happened. So I'm going to Rose State at the time because school's not my thing. I done flunked out of UCO, so I had to go to Rose for a semester. Get my shit together. And while I'm at Rose, I get an internship with the guy that's over a basic television production program named Skip Luckness. That's a G. That's my guy.
Okay.
And he gives me this 1 hour internship so that I would have 12 credits. And in that internship, he allows me to use the radio station at Rose State. Nobody knows they even had one, but they did. A Pro Tools radio station in there that nobody ever used. He's like, go in there and figure it out.
Okay, right.
So I used that place to make
YouTube.
None of that shit. Oh, nah, hell nah. Ain't no such thing. YouTube? Nah.
Right. Okay, so this shit is really just like falling in line for you then. You know what I'm saying? Because you meet your friend, he get on, and then the roast, they got the
bro, God don't make mistakes, man.
Right, exactly.
So when Joe tells me, hey man, you can make your audition tape, I got the place to do it at. So I make my audition tape on Pro Tools.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So do you got to talk on it?
Yeah, I got to pretend to be on the radio.
Right,
so yeah, an audition tape is in the game, they call it an air check tape.
Okay.
And with that, it's basically you get on there and you show off what you can do. If you sound good, do something that makes you sound good. If you know how to read the news, whatever it is. Right. You know what I'm saying? So what I did is what Joe told me to do. You know what I'm saying? He let me listen to his, and his is basically a fake radio station.
Okay.
Right? Now, at the time, we all, super East Coast, influence with the rap music and shit like that. So we used to me and Joe used to go in the UCO radio station, unbeknownst to them, and make killer tapes. That was our little mixtape back then. It was really on a motherfucking tape. Because back then, ain't no CD burners.
Right.
Yeah, tapes. Yeah. So we would go make our little killer tapes. We go make our little killer tapes, our little mixtapes with like all the latest shit on it. You know what I'm saying? So it was no different from that. We do like fake commercial breaks, all that shit. Okay. You know, so it was just me going to do that. So I did that. Made a very short, like 2 minutes condensed version of that. Yeah. And then I turned it in to the program director, who was Terry Monday. Okay. So then I ain't sleeping for 2-3 weeks, right? Because now I'm waiting on my response, right? So then, one day I'm at work at America Online. I get a page because I had a pager because that's what you did back then. Right. The motherfuckers page you. So he pages me. I call back quick. Boy, what? What? I probably would have lost my job if they'd have really known. I just hung up on somebody. I got to take a break. Take my little headphones off. Go over there and call him. Hey, Mr. Monday. Yeah. This is Eddie. Da-da-da-da-da, right? And he's, you know what I'm saying? He's on the phone. He's like, y'all listening to your air check tape, man. It sounds good. You know, and I'm geek now. Like, it sounds good? Like, he thinks I'm good? You know? I didn't think he knows my name. He thinks I'm sound good. So he's like, it sounds like you're having fun. So I'm like, cool. You know, he's like, so what do you want me to do? He's like, well, you know, can you come in? I'm like, come in when? You want me to come right now? Because I'm at work. I mean, but I'll leave. You know? I was that kind of dude, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. So he's like, nah, you ain't got to do that. Just come by tomorrow, you know. And after you get off work, because I kind of, you know, gave my schedule. And then I'm get off the phone. All right, thank you, Mr. Monday. And I hang up the phone, man. Go back to my job. Like, fuck this job, man. Oh, yeah. You ain't even thinking about no damn customers. But so I do the little gig, though. I do the little gig, man. I go in. I meet with Terry Monday. He tells me about myself. He says I sound natural. He wants to give me a shot at an internship. Yeah. So I take it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really know what the perception of Perry Broadcasting is in the community, other than my friend works there, and I think that's cool. I want to work there too. Right. You know what I'm saying?
So have you been to the East Side yet?
Yeah. I've been to the East Side, but I wasn't really. It was just more so like we going to the park on Sundays type shit. I'm really just, you know, passing through every now and then. I'm not really working there, so I don't have any connection to it other than that. Right. So what ends up happening is when I get the internship, now I have a reason to be there. I'm an intern. Right. And I'm an intern in the truest definition of the word intern. I'm getting papers for Scott Wright, you know what I'm saying? I'm whatever the fuck they need me to do, but I'm soaking up everything. Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm soaking
you looking
up
around.
Everything. Yeah, I'm paying attention. And I got really, really close with Easy Mopey. That was his on-air name at the time. He goes by Maurice Prince. He was the music director. Okay. So it's like, okay, well, I can't be next to Terry Monday every day, but I can hang up here in this glorified attic with all this music is where the music library was, and there was a desk and a filing cabinet and a whole little system because Maurice Prince had made that area his workspace. Okay. So I just hung out there with him. Right. And he gave me little tasks to do, type up memos, because I was, you know, I could do things. You know what I'm saying? I've always been smart. I knew how to type fast. I could do, you know, administrative shit. Plus, I picked up on things and I could speak well. Okay. Right? So that allowed me to be in his space often. You know what I'm saying? He was like, well, I like Brasco. He works hard. Let's keep him around. Yeah. So then what happens is, as I'm working this internship, an opportunity also comes for me to be on air. You know what I'm saying? On Saturday morning.
How'd that make you feel?
Shit, fucking great. What you think?
Yeah. You was excited?
So I jump, man. I'm geeked. I'm stupid geeked, right? So I get that opportunity to get on air. And while I'm on air, you know, doing like, you know, I get through my first show, which is hard as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's scary, but I get through it, get through my second show, and that's good. And I'm starting to feel myself a little bit, getting a little more confident, but still very new. Right. You know what I'm saying? But while I'm doing that, Easy Mopey says, hey, man, just keep doing what you're doing because eyes are on you. Right? So I'm like, all right, cool. I know what the fuck that means. You know what I'm saying? Somebody.
So what time did you start on Saturday morning?
6 in the morning.
Oh, 6 in the morning.
Some bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And this is
but it was a start though.
Man, it was a great start. I'm gonna tell you, it was a great start. And the guy that replaced me just left the radio station. Okay. This is over 20 years ago, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this. It's like so I start on Saturday mornings. And my show is called The Wake Up, Saturday Morning Wake Up Show. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So at this time, I'm playing regular rotation because we didn't have any control over what we played. Yeah. But the one thing I could control was me. Right. So my thing is if you up, you're going to wake your ass all the way up. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Wake up. So I was hyped. I was crunk, man. I had the juice in the morning, man. Like,
what time did you wake up?
Shit, if
to be that height.
Oh man, so if the show started at 6, I probably got up at 5. I wasn't one of those, and still ain't one of them guys that's gonna get up 4 hours early and do sit-ups and shit. Nah, I'm not doing that. Right. I'm gonna wake my ass up, roll some weed up, you know what I'm saying, get my mind right, and the body go follow. So it's like this morning. I smoke a blunt before I work out. You know what I'm saying? But going back to then, I ain't even smoke weed then.
Okay.
I was just geeked. I was high off life. That's why I tell people, you smoke weed? No, I don't smoke weed, man. I'm high off life, man.
Yeah.
Music, that's all I need. You know what I'm saying? So then I'm doing this Saturday morning wake-up show, and people are receiving it well. You know what I'm saying? So
they liking your personality.
They loving
in the morning,
it, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm having fun on the radio. They can tell. And at the time, I connect with a barber who got the same energy as me in the morning. Goes by the name of Scissorhands, bro.
Okay.
It's like 20 years ago.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's like, man, I don't know who this guy is, this new guy y'all got. This is him talking to my boss. But I like that guy, man. He's got energy, man. He be hype in the morning, man. I just like to listen to him. And one day I met him. You know what I'm saying? And this is back when Scissors was younger.
That's what I'm saying, man. Man, so SZA always been like this, dude.
Yeah.
Calling in the radio and
this is him.
bigging up.
This is it. Yeah,
right.
man. Hell yeah, bro. Like, here's the thing with me, man. Like, I ain't no gangster, but I'm the realest nigga I know. You know what I'm saying? And that's no disrespect to the brothers that I do know. You know what I'm saying? So I only attach myself to things that are authentic. You know what I mean? Because if I don't, it waters down who I am. I don't want people to see me talking to a scrub and think that I'm a scrub because I'm talking to one. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about when somebody comes along and you meet them for the first time or some shit like that. You know, you don't know you talking to the schoolyard clown. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like when you see me bending corners with somebody, you see me breaking bread with somebody. You know, you see me sitting down doing a podcast with somebody. You know what I mean? They solid in the game. So Scissorhands is no different. You know what I'm saying? He's been my friend for that long because he's been that guy every day I see him. That's what I look for.
Exactly.
Be honest. If you a cool ass cat, be cool. If you a suck ass nigga, be that all the time though. Right. Don't try to switch it up and be cool.
Exactly.
Because I'm gonna remember when you was a sucker. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So yeah, he always been like that, man. And you know, we just kind of grew together in terms of artist fan. You know, if I just want to put it in that perspective. And it's been like that with me and everybody forever, because I always been the same guy.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? No matter what I'm going through in life, I'm always the same guy, you know, and sometimes, you know, stresses of the world can get to you and you might be out of character, but still be the same guy.
Right.
And, you know, I go back and I tell, hey, guys, you know what I'm saying, I was going through some shit. You know what I'm saying? I was feeling certain
Human.
way. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it's always respect. So, and it works out in that regard. But yeah, man. And at this time, bro, check this out. I'm an intern. I'm doing my thing at the radio show. So now I get the intern stripes taken off and now I'm an honorary personality, but I'm just part-time. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool, right?
Right.
So remember that part of the conversation we said eyes are on you?
Yeah.
All right, so fast forward about 3 more months. You know,
so was Scissors on the radio with you?
Never. He's always been just a barber.
Okay.
You know, back then he was just the barber working in the shop. He didn't own the shops. He just worked in the shop. You know what I'm saying? He used to cut my hair back then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But what ended up happening is I started getting popularity within the radio station staff.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then the guy, Maurice Prince, tells me that he's about to take a job somewhere else and he's going to put my name up for his position. That's going to be a big deal.
What slot was that?
Music director.
Okay. Ooh, damn.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
But I'm doing the job with him every day though.
Right.
So he knows I know the job.
Exactly.
He knows I have the respect of the staff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He knows that I can do it. So he says, I'm going to put your name up for that. You know what I'm saying? We don't know how this thing is going to go, but I'm just going to tell Terry, like, look, man, you know, if you want to look at somebody possibly being your assistant, helping you out, this guy got it. You know what I'm saying? So fast forward to the Christmas party that year. The Christmas party that year, Terry Monday pulls me aside and takes me to one of the sales offices, you know what I'm saying? And he starts having a talk with me and shit. I'm
at
geeked
the party.
At the party, bro. I'm geeked. This is like some Godfather shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Because we're in a room with a glass door, so everybody knows you're in there getting the motherfucking speech and shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? But they kind of know, but they kind of don't know, but they kind of know.
Right.
Because at
Their
this
promotion
Christmas party,
speech.
this is not just the, you know, for that staff. This is for the entire broadcasting company. So this is the Lawton station staff. This is the Tulsa station staff. This is the newspaper. This is everybody in the company is there. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you close off as much as you can, essential personnel only, and everybody else comes everybody else comes to the party. Right. So I'm in there getting a speech. You know what I'm saying? And he's telling me, he's like, all right, so Maurice is leaving, this, that, and the third. And he's like, I wanna offer you the job. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going from part-time. You know what I'm saying? Let's rewind. I'm going from nobody ass nigga at AOL to intern to part-time on-air talent to music director, which means I'm management now, right?
Right, from part-time.
I'm management now in 6 months.
So you over people that was under you, that you was under on part-time.
All due respect to these people I'm about to name, I went from being their colleague to their boss in 6 months. Scott Wright, who's on the radio station right now. Joe Corey, who lives in Atlanta now, but he was Joe Majestic, you know what I'm saying? DJ Moore, who was a full-time on-air staff. Fred Elkins Jr., who was 20, 30 years deep in radio game.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all all legends.
I go from being intern to part-time to their boss in 6 months.
Man.
So I'm getting the speech, but the speech I'm getting is this. A lot of people ain't gonna like what you're gonna become as soon as you walk out of this door. Because now it's cool. They cool with you now.
Exactly.
But now you're their boss. Now you're their boss. And not their boss in the term of they're your subordinate, but they are. You know what I'm saying? And your job is to support me, in the vision of what I have for the station and where we want it to go.
That's real, though.
You're part of that now.
Yeah, that's real, though.
So that was like, brother, it's like getting the ring and the leather jacket and the watch all on the same day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I instantly got resistance. Bow, like that.
Man, that's nerve-wracking.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got it from a legend in the game, and his name is Scott Wright. He was mad at the motherfucker, right? But here's
as
the
he
deal.
should be, though.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, he shouldn't have been. Here's why.
No.
I could understand. Here's why.
Yeah, okay. But you part-time 6 months.
Yeah.
He been on the 5 o'clock slot.
He's been that guy.
Yeah, so why he ain't next?
Yeah, why he ain't next is a question he had to ask himself. So him being upset, he could be upset, but not with me. Right. He was upset with me.
Right. He shouldn't be upset with you.
Exactly. That's my whole point.
Right.
So I can understand where you coming from, because I would have feel a way too. Right. But me being me, I understood why they chose me.
Right.
I had to walk in that. You know what I'm saying?
And they chose you, so it was already done.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So what it was for him, he directed his frustration at me, but he later came back at his birthday party when I'm there to support him to say, hey, brother, I know you got the juice. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
I was just upset and it ain't have nothing to do with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But he made me, as a veteran, he made me earn his respect, and I love him forever for that. He wasn't just going to give it to me.
Right.
Because Scott's the motherfucking man. You know what I'm saying? We just did a show together the other day. That's my partner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
that's cool,
so
man.
for him, he was looking at it like, why not me? But he understood why. And then the longer, we worked together, we both understood why he don't even want to do that. Like, bro, you don't even want to do this shit that I'm doing.
Yeah.
Just be great at what you're doing. And he kicking ass to this day on the radio. You know what I'm saying? So that was like a real quick lesson for me in terms of bossing up, leadership, you know what I'm saying? Understanding people ain't gonna always like what you do, but you still gotta do what you do.
Right.
And you still gotta do it at a high level of excellence, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm cool with that. And I've been running with it. And like with what I'm doing right now, the Chop Shop, it's no different. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Me and the guys on the team, man, we
gonna get to the Chop Shop.
Yeah, we do our thing, man.
Okay, man. So how do you think you did in that position?
I think I did real good, bro.
Okay.
I think I did real good. So as the music director, man, the job.
Radio was cracking back then.
It was.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all had it cracking up there, man.
It was a different energy, man, in the city, because we were on at 1140 on the AM side. And I know most of the people watching this ain't gonna even be able to fathom that. Go in your car and turn your AM on,
right,
and listen to that. And that's how we gave hip hop to the city then. And at night we switched over to 1340. And then in 2005, I think it was 2005, or 2004, we finally got 103.5 on the FM dial.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? And even now people, they criticize the static in the station and all of that shit. I do too. Trust me, I'm a listener first, but they don't understand what actually had to happen just for them to get that staticky ass station? How many millions of dollars were spent just for y'all to have a station to complain about? You know what I'm saying?
But it was only staticky for like 2 years.
Had to buy 5 radio stations to get that one.
God damn.
And they had to move that station hundreds of miles as close as they could to Oklahoma City because there's no area available.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
especially back then.
Yeah. And it
was like a ghost town.
Yeah, and it's still that way. No, I mean, like, the FCC regulates how much you can have in an area.
Oh.
There's no place to put it.
Oh, right.
So the closest place he could get it, the closest place he could get it is 60 miles away. And the crazy part about it is the signal actually shoots stronger west than it does east. And that's the problem. You know?
Man, I wish I would have just came on the air and just said it just like that. Like the thing is way over there. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, for sure.
But still, though, once you got your spot and it was clear,
you in the game, bro.
Y'all had it cracking.
Hey, bro, we had. Hey, listen, man. We So when we, that's where the chop shop really originated.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was me, DJ Hezekiah.
Okay.
And part of my show, I was full time on air. At the time, doing it on the evenings, killing it, drive time, having a ball.
Yeah.
And Terry was like, we're gonna let you do your own mix show. What? My own mix show? Hell yeah, bro.
At what time?
I was every Thursday, 4 o'clock till 7 o'clock.
Oh, that's,
you know what I'm saying?
That's prime time.
Oh, killing it, man. Killing it. And it was live too, bro. Wasn't no pre-recorded bullshit.
Yeah.
It was live. So if we fucked up, but we ain't really fuck up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, now when you say like the music library, so did y'all have to go downstairs and get y'all had to pick y'all playlist basically?
Well, actually, it was already in the studio. So the music library is like the archive, and it was actually upstairs.
Okay, it was
you know
upstairs.
What I'm saying? It was upstairs above the actual studio, where the 1140 studio was upstairs.
Okay.
Like, how tall are you?
Man, I'm 6'3".
Yeah, you weren't standing up in there.
Yeah,
you were crawling around. I'm 5'9".
Yeah.
I could stand up in there.
Okay,
You
yeah.
couldn't stand up in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it was up there where all of the archives, like every song ever played, is up there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Before it switched over to digital. Now it's digital, it's all on a hard drive. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But back then, we actually played CDs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So in doing that, motherfucker in there eating chicken, touching it. DJ Moore was notorious for that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Eating churches and shit. And because he was the lunchtime DJ, so he always had food. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You come in there after that, you know what I'm saying? And CD's skipping because they got chicken grease on.
For real?
We mad. Because we know when it's DJ Moore eat chicken and shit.
Yeah.
Or Chappelle, he was the worst. D. Chappelle,
Yeah.
the one that kills on turntables now, he was the worst. Chappelle was always, man, I could write a whole book about the shit that we did in that radio station, bro. Like, for real.
I know you got stories.
I know if anybody is watching this shit and listening right now, they're like, boy, you better not say, don't you even think about, I'm not going to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's a special club.
I know it was fun as fuck though.
Yes,
man.
it was, man.
Yeah.
I miss it, man. I miss it, man. I miss the good, and the bad, you know what I'm saying? Because it all made me who I am today.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I would not be, DJ Eddie Brasco the way y'all know me if it weren't for Perry Broadcasting.
Right.
They gave me my shot, and that was the shot for me.
Okay, right.
You know what I mean?
Man, so what was it like though? Like,
well, it depends on the day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
so
like what type of day?
On a good day, on a good day, I get to work right before I go on air.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And what I'm talking about are the Supreme Team days. Rest in peace to my friend Quan Mega, who was my co-host.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? He died this past October. But in those days, I wasn't even by myself. I always like having a co-host. I can do a show by myself, and I'm great at that. It's fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I also like doing it with people because I love people. Right. You know what I'm saying? So with Quan...
but wait. Who taught you how to do this, though? You know what I'm saying? Because you didn't go to school for broadcasting.
Well, I did, but I didn't get that far.
Okay.
All right. So, who taught me how to be an on-air DJ?
Yeah, live.
I just learned then. The DJs that were there. So, Cool Keela, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Cool Keela. She's in Atlanta.
Yeah.
That's my big sister in the game. She was the midday diva. She was the hip hop mix show DJ at nighttime. You know what I'm saying? When I first got there, Terry Monday. You know, that's the mentor to this day. Still my mentor. Still a student of the game when it comes to him and what he does. You know what I mean? He taught me how to be a personality on the air. Okay. You know, the voice and how to talk, that's me.
Okay.
That's all me. You know what I'm saying? And because how I am on the air is how I am. Okay. So
is it hard?
Nah, not for me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And that
just a natural.
Exactly. And that's what Terry saw. He was like, you're a natural at this. Like, you just got that thing. Yeah. You know what I mean? So this is how that translated into the job. I became the guy that taught people how to do it.
Right. That's what I'm asking. That's what I'm asking. I'm like, damn, this dude is just going. Like,
so it's like when somebody, let's say you were coming to the studio and you're interning under me. Yeah. You know what I mean? So now when I have you do the weather, I'm going to teach you how to do the weather. I'm going to teach you how to break the weather down and make it yours to where when you do it, it's like, damn, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you build.
In that certain voice, right? I mean, this is a certain voice, certain pitch. I mean.
Yeah, when I'll tell somebody to do it. Yeah. And let's say they do it and they sound like a chipmunk. I'll be like, no, don't do that. That sounds dumb. Okay. You know what I mean? Like how do you normally say the weather? You be like, well, the weather is blah, 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 blah. No, you're going to say it's cold outside. Right. You teach them what to say. Like, make it, like, because, like, okay, so if you watch the podcast, watch DJ Hezekiah. Okay. DJ Hezekiah is an announcer, and it's the funniest shit ever. Yeah, okay, he's a super announcer.
Those segments that y'all go to.
Yeah, so he's going to go into, okay, coming up on the chop shop is blah, 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 blah. Yeah. And that's absolutely how you don't do it. Right. But that's how he naturally does it. Yeah. So we got to rock with it. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's all about being natural. And some people ain't got it. Yeah. Some people, I've had to tell some people, unfortunately, hey man, this ain't your thing. Right. You know what I'm saying? I had to do, with Hazel contacts and shit, and the ex-girl tried to, tell me, I don't know what I'm talking about. Like, no, bro, listen to what I'm saying, man. You sound corny. Right. Like, as cool as you're trying to sound, as much as I'm trying to tell you to relax, just be cool, just talk, bro. You don't have that. Right. Right now, you don't have it. You know what I'm saying? Go find it. And come back. I'm that guy, though. You can come back. You know what I'm saying? Like, because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't always able to do this like this. Right. But I've always been able to do it. And I've always understood what that felt like. Because doing this, bro, honestly, it's a feeling. You know what I mean? Some people don't have the ability to talk and just speak for a long ass time. Right. Their mind works too slow. Mm-hmm. They don't have enough, they don't take in enough to be able to give enough back. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I stutter though. You know what I'm saying? That's why I can do the podcast, because I can edit the stutter. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm asking you. Like, I'm like, but I don't think I can do live. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know you stuttered until you said that.
Yeah, because I edit good.
Yeah, I'm talking about in this conversation though.
Well, I stuttered 2 times.
Yeah, but that's twice. Ain't nobody counting. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, don't even trip off of that. Right. Just know what your goal is. If your goal is to get to the finish line and get there, bro. Yeah. Your goal was to get this shit up. Mm-hmm. Right? Right. Look at it. That's me. Yeah. You asked me for a logo. I didn't have one that I liked, so I made that one.
Oh, you did?
I swear to God.
Oh, that's nice as fuck.
But I was like, you know what, man? I like that shit right there. I'm outside. I'm outside the box just a little bit. That's what that is. You know what I'm saying?
That's nasty.
I had a goal because I was like, shit, his shit nice.
Okay, yeah.
So, he want my logo. He's going to go up there with that. Okay, I need something that's going to look good.
That look good as fuck.
Me. Thank you, brother.
You cooked that up
just then.
Damn.
Yeah. Okay. So it was like, man, let me think of something. Okay, cool. Yeah. I like that. You know what I mean? Because I got to do it. Right. I told him I'll send him one because the one I had I ain't like. Okay. So if my goal is to get you something that I like,
that's nice.
Wow. Let me get you there.
Right.
Yeah. So like, you say you have a stutter, you ain't got to claim it like that. That's not you know what I'm saying? That's an excuse for why you're not doing it live, brother. Mm. That's your excuse. Don't let that be your excuse. Right. Say, fuck it, man. I do my show live and I stutter. Fuck you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Because if I smoke enough weed, I'll stutter with you. Real talk. It's about what we want our mind to do.
Nah, real shit.
Because I'm going to be real with you. When I originally wanted to get into this game, the radio game, it wasn't to be on air. Okay. Because I have a very heavy tongue, so it kind of gives me a speech impediment. I slur. Mm-hmm. Especially if I get tired, I'll slur and I will stutter. You know what I'm saying? But my end goal was to be big as I could be in it. And that involved me getting on the mic. And then once I got on the mic, I was like, oh, this is the shit.
Right.
I don't never want to not do this.
Okay.
So I have to speak well. I have to do things that allow me to speak well. You know, and I mean, there's things that I can tell you off camera, you know what I'm saying, on what to do that'll help you 1,000%. I'd be glad. And it's the easiest shit ever.
Okay, bet.
You know what I mean?
Bet. Yeah, man. So why'd you end up leaving?
So I left the radio station because it's a bullshit. And it was like a beautiful tragedy all at once. You know what I'm saying? The reason that I left the radio station is because I was gonna leave anyway.
Okay.
Right? But the reason that it was expedited, and this is the first time I don't think I've ever like gone on record and actually told this story, man.
I appreciate it.
No doubt, bro. But the reason that I left because of an altercation with a guy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to leave the names out just because I don't want to ruffle no feathers. Not that I care, because I got a recording of the whole shit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so, because like I said, I'm the realest nigga I know.
Yeah.
So ain't nobody going to tell my truth. So since we having a conversation, well, actually, fuck it, I say the names because it don't really matter because we're friends and we done got over this shit. If his feelings get hurt, Swick, cut it out, man. It's fucking 15, 20 years ago, bro. You know what I'm saying? But this is what happened. So I get in a car accident. And the car accident is no joke. I get in a car accident with Jay Swick's CDJ 1000s in the back, and one of them get damaged. Now, this happens at the intersection of I-35 and I-40, right here in Oklahoma City. I flipped my car 4 times, doing 70 miles an hour. Only thing I got is this little ass scar on my hand. God's good, right? Back was sore for a day or two. I probably had a concussion, to be real with you.
For real?
You know, I took 6 pictures of my car, but the car ended up in only 2 of them. Like, I know my shit was, you know what I'm saying? My biscuit was split. Yeah, for real, right? So, but in that, his equipment gets damaged, and what happens is he has all this other equipment along with that he needs to sell. And his father is asking about all that other equipment, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he finds out that I have it and that it's been damaged. So now his father's making a big stink about this. And his father happens to be business associates with the owner of the radio station.
Oh, okay.
So now word gets to the radio station that me and his son have this conflict, right?
Right,
so
but y'all don't.
Right, we don't, but it's presented in this way.
Right.
So then I get pulled into a meeting. Well, we both get pulled into a meeting, and it's asked of us, you know, what's going on. And I say, well, look, you know, this is what happened. I was in an accident. You know, his equipment got damaged. You know, I'm going to pay for it, but this is what happened. He's like, all right, well, you know, make sure you take care of it because it's coming to me. And I can respect it. I understand where it's coming from. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Well, what ends up happening is this. At the time, it was like $500 to fix all this shit. I don't have $500, but I'm DJing every weekend. So it's like, bro, just, you know, give me a few weeks. I have your money. Right. You know what I'm saying? He's like, well, that ain't good enough. You know what I'm saying? I want it all at once. I'm like, well, I'm basically motherfucker. I don't have it, so I mean, what you gonna do? You know what I mean? Like, not on no gangster shit, but we homies. Like, bro, like, I mean, you either gonna take it, I like give it to you, right? You know what I'm saying? Or you're not gonna get it. You know, right. Now I can either give it to you every week, or you can wait. You know what I'm saying? He'd rather wait. I'm like, that doesn't really make sense. But okay. All right, cool. So in that time, it's not enough time for his father, who's ready to sell this $10,000 investment that he's made in his son that wants to learn how to DJ. Okay. And he wanted to learn how to DJ because he's hanging out with us, the DJs. Because at the time, there's no social media, but we them guys. Yeah. Like, we them guys.
Oh, yeah.
We killing it out here, right? And he's hanging out with us. You know what I'm saying? So now he wants to DJ, so his dad spends 10 racks. Okay. You know what I'm saying? On his son to learn how to DJ. Yeah. Well, his son doesn't really want to learn how to DJ. He just wants to hang out with us. So now his dad sees that. Like, oh, no, you just waste my fucking money and sell this shit, right? Okay. You know, right. Well, Dad, I can't sell it because Brasco broke it. Okay. That's what happened, right? So we get called in this meeting, and I, you know, make a promise to repay because that's the kind of guy I am, right? I'm trying to pay him back. Right. You know what I'm saying? He don't want it the way that I'm giving it to him, but that's the only way he's gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? Because the radio station didn't pay like. Okay, when I get paid on Friday, I got you $500. Nah, my fucking check might be $500. Just right. Keeping it real. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, nah, it don't work like that. You know, you better be glad I'm in these fucking streets DJing. Because otherwise you would never see your money, and it's fucked up, but it's the real.
Yeah, but it was an accident.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, man, I almost lost my life. You tripping on these goddamn turntables, you gonna get your money. But I get it, though, because now you're answering to your father. So I respect that and understand it. You know what I'm saying? So in this time, this is what happened. I get called back in to a meeting. This time, it's just owner of the radio station, me and Swig. And he says, Brasco, I thought you told me you were going to take care of this. I said, well, yeah, I am, sir. I'm going to take care of it like I told you I would. He's like, no, you didn't. You know, you lied to me. You said you were going to do it and you haven't done it yet. And I'm like, and then he dismisses Swig. So now it's just me and him in there. You know,
under his time. His time.
Yeah, well, really what was happening is the guy's father was putting more pressure on him.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? As a business associate, hey man, this thing with your DJ and my son, it ain't resolved yet. Cause you gotta understand, on the station, he ain't think about the shit we own. He on the station, man. Right. And I feel him, you know, like I ain't got time for this little bullshit you in, Brasco, whatever the fuck you got going on.
Right.
You need to fix it.
Yeah, that's real.
I get that now.
Right.
But this is that day. So that day, it's why did you lie to me?
Right.
Now I'm a man in my 30s. I ain't fucking gotta lie about shit. You know what I'm saying? And I got this mentality, and I still have this mentality. The only man that's gonna yell at me is my dad.
Yeah.
And if you ain't him, you ain't yelling at me. You know what I'm saying? So he's barking at me. You lied to me, and I get it. Yeah. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Black man contributed a lot to the market, to the place. Yeah. You got this other man in your face behind some bullshit. So now you checking it, it's rolling downhill. I get that, but I'm still a man. You're not gonna talk to me any kind of way.
Right, first. Right?
You know
I'm a man first.
But I understand it, right? So I, in my tone, my Eddie Brasco tone is, with all due respect, Mr. Such and Such, that ain't how it went down. This is what actually happened.
Right.
His response to that was, you gonna lecture me? You can go.
Right.
And I left.
Okay.
And that was my exit. Now, let's say, on that day, I was 2 weeks away from my last day anyways. He didn't know that.
Right.
The only person that knew that was Terry, because I had put in my 90-day notice to leave the radio station. Nobody knew. No fans knew. None of my best friends knew.
Right.
Only my family knew. They were the only ones that knew, because I was ready to do something different. I had contributed as much as I could to the game. It was beautiful. I loved it. I was burnt out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I've been in the same system for 10 plus years. I was at the top of where I was going to go. Exactly. I'm the assistant to the program director who's still there to this day. He's not going anywhere.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the only thing for me to do would be to branch out to like another station that they owned or something like that, which is something I really wasn't interested in doing, because the markets that they were in were smaller than the market that I was already at. And I had a really good life. So what the fuck would I change that up for? Let me just do something different. So I was trying to shift to do something different, and then that shit happens. So
yeah,
now,
man, but he came in and he wanted to start a problem. He wanted to get in a fussing thing because he's already mad about his money being gone, and then the speakers being gone, and then his son don't know how to DJ. He just want friends. So yeah. He was already flared up.
Yeah, it was a situation that was supposed to happen, man. God don't make no mistakes, man. Yeah. So I left the station that way, and it was very abrupt, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't a bad thing, you know what I mean? Because of that situation, I sat on the sideline, man, for 15 years, bro. Just DJing, you know, starting businesses, just doing a lot of cool shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like let's see. So I leave the radio station. That's 2008. You know what I mean? And I go from that to opening a family daycare. Okay. Believe it or not, I transitioned from radio to daycare. So now I'm not DJ Eddie Brasco during the week. I'm Mr. Eddie. You know what I'm saying? And I'm changing diapers and dealing with state and dealing with staff and building cubbies and doing all kind of domesticated shit that I just knew how to do. But, you know, this is my life now. Right. This is why I was leaving radio, because I knew that this was going to be very lucrative for me. You know what I mean? And it was also going to be some ownership in that. You know, I was doing this with my family, so it worked. But I'm still killing it on turntables every weekend. I'm still DJing in Oklahoma City, doing my thing.
Okay, yeah.
And I do this up until 2012. You know what I'm saying? And in 2012, I moved to Houston.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. And everything changed.
For real?
After that, everything changed, man.
How was that?
Because it's Houston. You know what I'm saying? Houston is the 4th largest city in the United States. It is the most diverse city in the United States. And you don't know this until you move there and live there. You know, you think it's just elbows and candy paint, and it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But there's also a huge Indian market. There's also a huge Asian market. Cambodia is real big there. Like, you know, it's a very, and of course, you know, it's Mexicans everywhere.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
They got so many downtowns, man. Bro, they got like 4 downtowns that's bigger than ours.
You got downtown, then you got the Westheimer district, you know what I'm saying? Then you got the medical center, then you got the Woodlands that's way up north. I stayed way out that way in Spring. You know, I lived in Spring. You got Willowbrook, then you got over there where, I mean, it's a mall on every side of the city. It's something to do every night. You know? It's something to do every night in Oklahoma City. You know what I'm saying? Believe it or not. I mean, I'm sure, I can say that because I just came back. 2018 is when I came back from Houston.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. So I came back from Houston in 2018. And man, that's when I discovered a lot's going on in the city, man.
Right.
I don't know what it was like while I was gone, but I know when I got back here, you know what I'm saying? There was a couple of voids that I saw that I kind of jumped in. Right. And
man, about 2013, there was like a little wave going, and then it just took off like about 2015.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So while I was gone, I stayed tapped in with the DJs that I knew, and I stayed connected to the streets through my brother J. Paul.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's my guy, man. That's I would like to say, you know, in everything that's great and everything that's not so great, that is my contribution to the game. Okay. Is the General J. Paul. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, because
man, what did you see, man, like when he came on the show, he gave you your props for putting him on. You know what I'm saying? Like, guy. What did you see in him though?
He's humble. Like, J. Paul's my brother, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's super, super humble, man. Like, when we met at a show. This dude was rocking, you know, he was already slugged up. He's rocking some Adidas cleats, soccer cleats, with not shoes, but socks and shin guards.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? On some Mexican soccer shit, but it's a hip-hop show. You know what I'm saying? And he's got these on with shorts, and he's just on some wild shit, but he's doing his thing on the microphone, though. I'm paying attention to that part.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because I'm there to DJ. It's me, DJ Hezekiah, it's my brother. He's been rocking with me forever.
Yeah.
And Ology was there, but he wasn't even part of the crew then. He was just Dave, the sound guy, because he worked at Warriors AV. Right. And we were all there through this guy, Brian Frijo, Culture Shock Camp, and PJ Prince on Parks Bar and Grill. Yeah. You know, I've known him since college. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But we're all there through that, and it's like an indoor car show. And we connected that day and it was cool. And then we would just see each other from time to time. And then I'm DJing in a store called Trendsetters at Crossroads Mall back in the day. Right. Shout out to the homie Barry.
When Crossroads Mall was that mall to be in.
Oh, man, I used to love that shit, man. Oh, my God, man. Like, I was the first, man, to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If anybody else did that before me, it was probably DJ Hill.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to DJ Hill. But DJing in a retail store in the mall in 2000, like the early 2000s was the shit, because that gave me like a whole nother platform, a whole nother visibility. And then, you know, for me, everything, like I'm a Scorpio, so I'm emotional and I'm hella sentimental. Okay. You know what I mean? So I'm always gonna attach some emotion to it. Like my phone case is roses. People look at it and be like, yo, what the fuck is your case about? Right. But this is an old phone, and phone's a phone to me, right? Mm-hmm. So this is like my daughter's old phone, so it's like I get to carry her around with me. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I rock it. So when I look at Crossroads Mall, I bug out when I'm in there DJing, because I can remember coming up here from Lawton on a high school trip.
Okay, yeah.
In the 90s when Crossroads was popping.
That's like, what I'm saying.
God damn, this shit popping. You know, so I'm in that same mall DJing, and when people walking by the store, first of all, it was a dope ass store. He's selling Coogee and shit like that, and you didn't know what time it was, you know. And so people would see, but then when they would look in there and see me DJing, you know, that's before I went bald, when I was thugging and shit. I had my braids and shit. So I thought it was fine and shit. And apparently so did the ladies. You know, but they coming by and they see me, and it's bigger than life to them. Because back then, they're not used to seeing DJs not in the mall. Right. It's a real DJ in the mall. So it was good visibility for me. You know what I'm saying? And me, I'm just employing the tricks of radio. I mean, just get in front of as many people as you can and make it work. You know what I'm saying?
So are you talking on the mic too?
Nah, I'm not. Be honest with you, I'm not really vocal as a DJ. I don't do a whole lot of mic work, and that was where me and J-Po really worked. Right. You know what I'm saying? Before J-Po, I had my guy Quan Mega, my co-host. He was also my MC at my parties because I did my whole college run and shit. I did this shit way for these niggas did this shit, man. I did this shit so that these niggas could do this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And they do it well. I love it. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk. I love what these cats doing now. But nah, I didn't do a whole lot of talking, but I did if it's necessary. And even now, like if I gotta get on a microphone, I can rock a party. I don't get twisted. I can fuck it up. Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? But why? If I can do it with these hands, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather do it with the hands. But yeah, when it comes to in that mall situation, Poe would come in and he would just hang out and vibe out with me. He wouldn't get on the mic because it wasn't like Barry wasn't with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like if he hired Brasco, that's all the fuck he wanted. But he was cool if he was around. You know what I'm saying? He was cool because he wasn't from here. He was from Tulsa. You know what I'm saying? And he was down here doing things. So we would all meet up in spots. We kick it. You know what I'm saying? So he never had a problem with that. But he was always about his business. Whatever he asked for, that's what he wanted. Nothing more, nothing less. And it was all good. You know what I'm saying? And I was always professional and still am and able to do it that way. But we started this thing in Bricktown with this guy named PJ. Same PJ I was telling you about at this place called the Wild Coconut. Okay. I don't know how old are you, bro?
Man, I'm 33.
33? You young as shit, man. I know when I was 33, man. You know what I'm saying? But check it out. So we were like some of the first to bring hip hop to Bricktown.
Oh, for sure.
What I'm saying? And at the time, there were clubs down there where they would play rap music, but it wasn't the same. Shout out to my man DJ Solo, and DJ Diverse. There's a few DJs, man. One of them passed away not too long ago. If I can't remember his name though. We weren't super tight, but he was dope at it, right? Yeah. And he's just like your Jeff Diamonds, like on your wider side of things, your pop DJs. But they played rap music down in Bricktown. But what I'm talking about is setting that motherfucker on fire though. Like having that bitch lit, we was the first. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right, we was the first. We was the first to have, like what y'all see at Symphony now with the motherfucking lines and shit. Yeah. We did this shit at the Wild Coconut. Now the Wild Coconut sat where Liberty was at, where it closed down. It's like on the canal. Yeah. Right? So we had a line from the canal to the street by 11 o'clock. And you wasn't getting in that bitch at 12. And then 12:30, that motherfucker was goddamn on tilt. You know what I'm saying? Cause this is the Lil Jon era. Right. You know what I'm saying? When motherfuckers really making the floor shake. We was doing that shit down there. You know what I'm saying? To the point to where this is like before the Club Spice, before all of that shit. Yeah,
this was before the phones. Like, remember, no Instagram.
You had to bring a camera. You had to really bring a camcorder to that bitch to record it. And who the fuck's gonna do that?
And niggas was really dancing, though.
They was dancing like a motherfucker, man. Like, he was dancing like a motherfucker.
That's what I'm saying. Like, dancing.
And my DJ style is reminiscent of that. If you come to my party, like, I'm not a Wayne and the Stang, and that's my nigga. Right. I love him. I'm not a Yo American Dream. That's my nigga. Shout out to him. I don't DJ like them. Well, Yo American Dream is probably about the closest to me that's out now. Like that's why I love it when he DJ, cause he remind me of me. Like what he do is what we did then, before social media. If I had social media then, y'all would not know me. Y'all absolutely would not know me. I'd been out of this motherfucker, man, if I had social media then, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think about that shit all the time. Like, man, ain't no way in hell I'd still be here if I had that.
Just the opportunities that you can touch people and shit.
I mean, think about it. That's how I reached out to you through social media. Right. You know what I'm saying? So back then, we had like, this is before core DJs. You know what I'm saying? We had technicians. I was a part of that. You know what I'm saying? I've been a nationally known DJ for years. You know what I'm saying? The problem with that was very difficult to take advantage of opportunities coming from Oklahoma back then, because you're coming from Oklahoma. Right. You know what I'm saying? So nobody knows that you can do what you do unless they come here and see it.
No Thunder, no KD.
There's none of that shit.
You know what I'm
saying? None of that. But I can tell you, I was okay. So, but when they did come to the city, the crazy part about that is, we got the Hornets before we got the Thunder. Right. You know what I'm saying? And rest in peace, Rasul Butler was my guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how like DJs now, like, and it's dope that they have homies that play for the Thunder. Right. So you see a lot of DJs in the market, kind of getting that lifestyle and they're getting that look because they're their associates or friends, you know what I'm saying, with, in NBA basketball players.
Right.
Well, I had that back then, you know what I'm saying, but it was way different, you know what I'm saying, because there's nothing to document that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was like, if you had a phone, like I had a Sidekick, you know what I'm saying, but it only had like, I don't know, 256 megabytes of storage. You wasn't storing no pictures on that shit.
Yeah, it get full quick.
Boy, what? You could only keep them fucking messages, and that was it. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't keeping no photos. So it wasn't like you could do that back then. But, he would come to the club, and he'd bring other, Baron Davis, he'd bring other NBA players to the club. This is back in them Deja Vu days. You know what I'm saying? We have it popping with the Hornets. We got the Hornet players in the building and shit. Yeah. J-Pro on the microphone, me and Hez on the turntables, motherfucking club packed. Doing our thing, man. You know what I'm saying? It was a different energy then.
Way different energy.
It was.
You know what I'm saying?
The party
and the
was
women was way different. You know what I'm saying? Like they was more friendly. They're not on their phones all night.
Yeah, I couldn't understand that. I don't understand that, man. I don't, man. I DJ 4 nights a week. And I try my best to make sure you put your fucking phone down, man.
Yeah.
And if your phone is up, it's because you live.
Right.
You live and you showing that it's lit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm one of them DJs. I look at it like this: is we can have 2 people or 2,000 in the room. We're gonna party the same. We're gonna kick it. And we're gonna play everything. Right. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna just play some things. We're gonna play everything. And I'm not finna over talk the music. I'm finna really show you this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? This is what the vibe is. I carry it in my pocket.
Exactly.
Man,
so what do you really think about the DJ era now? You know what I'm saying? Because it's really just like bring your laptop and your favorite songs, because even I can call myself a DJ, but I'm not a real DJ because I don't even know how to beat match. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I use effects, you know what I'm saying? And that's where the game, like the game is really fucked up, you know what I'm saying? Because anybody can just say they, you know what I'm saying? Like you got the Apple playlist, you got the title, and so everybody just think that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so for me, man, what do I think? I love it. I ain't gonna lie. Even with all the Fugazi shit, I love it, man, because I'm dope.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So I can love the game the way it is because I'm dope. I don't give a fuck who's in the room.
Okay.
I'm dope.
Exactly.
So my thing is like, I'm not one of them DJs that think you gotta have turntables. You know what I mean? Like you can use whatever you use, just be dope with it.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. Don't compare yourself to me if you can't use the tools that I use. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like if
that's disrespectful. Though.
Yeah, like if you can't get on the turntables, like on a set of Technique 1200s and cut it up and shit, then you can't compare yourself to me, but you can contribute to the game. You see what I'm saying? Because there's some motherfuckers that just, they're too young, or they just don't have, they're young enough to where they never had to use them. There were options.
Right.
When I started DJing, that was the option. That was it. You got 1200s and there was no controller. That shit didn't exist. You know what I'm saying? There was no digital music to play in that way, unless you play CDs or you play vinyl. And if you play CDs, you were on this little bitty CD controller thing, but you couldn't scratch. And if you can't scratch, then why DJ? Right. You know what I'm saying? Because I come from that era where DJ scratch, they blend, you know what I'm saying? They can host a party. You know what I'm saying? They make mixtapes. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like they make mixtapes
that real era
that showcase your skill. Exactly. If you didn't do it in real life, you didn't do it on a mixtape. There wasn't an air horn to play. Right. There wasn't 100 lasers to play. You had an echo maybe. You know what I'm saying? And you might have an air horn, but that couldn't mask what you were doing on the turntables. You know what I'm saying? Now you can put your shit up in Adobe Audition and never play anything. Just line the songs up, bloop, 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 and it'll do it. It's motherfuckers that can have a controller and hit the sync button and it does it for you.
Right.
And I've had motherfuckers, I hit the sync, man. I ain't even got to do that shit.
That's what I'm saying.
And they talking to me like I'm going to be impressed and leave the fuck out of here.
That's what I'm saying. Like that era now and then this day and age, it's not like, you know what I'm saying?
So,
it's like, man.
So what my mission was, man, coming back to the market, just to keep it 1,000 with you, was to show what that really looked like.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like when I hashtag, I DJ a lot, and when I say I'm busting boys' ass on the turntables, I mean that shit because I really DJ.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's not to it's only to disrespect those that are disrespecting the game. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like if you're charging a motherfucker $50 and you just bringing a laptop in and playing songs, then okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Right.
Because you only getting paid what that shit is worth, $50. I own a bar. You know, I pay a motherfucker $50 to play songs all day if he can rock my crowd.
Right.
And I'm a DJ, but I'm a business owner too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Oh, you want to be the iPod for the night? $50? Yeah. I ain't got to worry about this shit.
Yeah.
And it's better than my playlist right now? Okay, cool. Fuck it. Why not, man? You know, they might fuck around. You might bring me some business.
Right. Nah, real shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah.
So from that perspective, I get it. But you ain't gonna get a set at Trappy Hour with me.
Right.
Fuck out of here. Nah, nigga.
Exactly.
You can't DJ. You can't spin.
Right.
You know, show me your skill. I came back, man, and I do these lives and all of this shit. Let me show you my skill. You know, because just like my nigga Wayne, I want to tour DJ too. I love that he do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He show his skill. He can actually DJ. He can actually hype a crowd. He can actually do that shit.
Yeah.
That's why the fuck he do it.
Yeah,
you know
but it's two different. Yeah, but it's two different.
Yeah.
Can Wayne scratch?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've seen him do it.
Okay.
I've seen him do it on my shit.
Yeah. I'm talking about go crazy.
Yeah, on my shit.
Okay.
I've seen him do it. Like, I wouldn't say it if I ain't see it. I'd be like, man, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, or I would give it a qualifier. You know what I mean? Like, and what I mean by that is like this. You know how they say some term, like, because even back in my era, the guys that were the best scratchers were probably the worst club DJs, though. You know what I mean? And the guys that scratched the least were probably the best club DJs.
Right.
And the most awesome ones were like the DJ Unities, the Hills, G-Max, niggas from my era, Spicy Mikes, that did both. You know what I'm saying? You can blend and you can scratch and you can get on that microphone. Right. You can do all of that shit. And we did that shit with no effects. See, that's the thing about it. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
I can do my echoes with the actual turntable with the vinyl. And I can make that shit echo like that.
Right.
I don't have to have a button to do it for me. Right. You know what I mean? Like, that's the era I come
See,
from.
I don't disrespect the game because I only do house parties. And I tell a motherfucker like, shit, I can't scratch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm a go to the hypest song that you like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, but I'm not out here just trying to disrespect the game. You know
I don't, and you know, and I don't have a problem with it. I got friends that would have a huge problem with that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I say, I'm an entrepreneur, brother. You know, my perspective is different.
Yeah.
My perspective is, hey, but that brother is, you know what I'm saying, he's making a living doing that though. I can't be mad at that. My homeboy James Cooper takes cell phone pictures.
Yeah.
He books photo shoots, taking photos with his Galaxy S10 or whatever it is. Right. You know what I'm saying? And he earns a living, my nigga, like doing that.
Yeah.
So I was like, shit, I'm quite sure somebody that has a DSLR camera feels a way about it, but you can't knock the hustle. Right. You can't. So, you know, if somebody has a problem with that, if
so I should scratch.
If you're going to call you, here's the thing though, if you're going to call yourself a DJ, then you need to do it.
I don't call myself a DJ.
Exactly.
Should I call myself, a playlist by Brandy Mays?
I mean, it's whatever you call yourself, but if you call yourself a DJ, you got to do what a DJ does. You know what I mean? Like real talk. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Real talk.
Because a DJ scratches, a DJ blends, a DJ mixes, a DJ curates playlists, does all that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like even like I talk about my partner James Cooper with the cell phone camera, right? I don't know that he can call himself a photographer, but I bet he does. You know what I mean? But and the reason I say I don't know is because I'm a DJ. I stay in my lane. Right. But somebody that uses a DSLR camera might say, no, he's not a photographer.
Exactly.
But who's to say? Because he might say, well, this is just a tool I choose. What I do with it is the same as what you do. They might say, well, you can't compare yourself to me, pull that old Brasco shit. You can't compare yourself to me unless you using what I use.
Right.
So it's all about perception, brother.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because somebody can say, nah, Brasco, he can say he's a DJ because that's what he's doing. But if you don't call yourself a DJ, I'm not going to call you that. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if you call yourself a DJ, well, then for me to be in agreement with you, brother, then it has to line up like this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah, but there's... my era, we just want to hear the coldest song that's out.
I know. That's the craziest shit ever.
And we just want to get hype, you know what I'm saying? Like when Kilo came down.
Kilo came and changed the game.
Right, okay.
Yeah, he changed the game.
Right. With the laptop, right?
He changed the game with his whole.
Because niggas was mad about that nigga with the laptop at first.
Oh, you talking about like when he started at Langston?
Yeah, like when he started at Langston.
I didn't go there. I didn't go to those parties out there. When I say he changed the game because he brought a different energy. He was the first time you had what you would consider your East Coast style DJ that was really popular here and really, really had other people emulating that.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, but that's where the game went though. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? More talking over the goddamn records and shit like that.
Right. And some people don't like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Some people do. It you know, like for Kilo, you know, if we just gonna talk about him, and that's the homie. Shout out to him. Shout out to Harlem. Dre. You know what I'm saying? All of them, man. Those are homies. But with them, or with him, it's not even that everything went to that. That's where it already was.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, that's where the game was at. You know, we were able to be comfortable not talking because that wasn't the game here. Mm-hmm. You know, everywhere else you go, they talk. You know what I'm saying? They talk a lot. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He just happened to be from up top, you know what I'm saying? So that made it different. Right. You know what I mean? That made it different.
And he knew how to talk though.
Yeah, he definitely did. Still does. Yeah, he kills it, man. You know, he come in, he changes the motherfucking energy. I love that shit, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, man, but we don't want to hear that no more though. We don't want to hear talking over the records all day no more.
Well, this is what I say to that. You know what I'm saying?
Because of the songs that's out.
If it's better songs, right? If it's better songs.
No, it's not better songs.
So why do you think that then?
Because the beat.
So here's one of the things that's different from like my era, because they talked then. You know, think about the LJ, the DJs, you know, in this market. He was the Kilo before Kilo. Mm-hmm. He was the DJ known to talk. Okay. But in my day, they talk with the music. J. Poe does that. J. Poe kind of switched it up for what they do now. But when he was with me, it wasn't no cut. You ain't cutting me out. You don't turn off my music. Right. You go with the music. Okay, and he did that because I'm a real DJ, and DJs of my time DJ the same in that, no, in the party, I'm going to give you an instrumental. It's going to be, you know what I'm saying, either the song coming on or the song going off. And you're going to make your announcements. You're going to talk then. If you got to do some real talking, you do it then, because the party's going to keep going. We're not stopping the music. Right. Now they don't have a problem stopping the music. That's what I've had to adjust myself to the crowd sometime. If I got to da-da-da-da-da-da-da, we in this bitch, da-da-da-da-da-da, you know, I don't like doing that shit. Right, okay. You know what I'm saying? Fucks up my blend. Yeah. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But if I have to, I will. Right. But it's only for a short time. You know what I'm saying? Because with me, you're going to hear that music. You're going to hear them songs. Mm-hmm. You're going to hear your favorite part of that fucking song. You're going to hear that with me. Right. You know?
Yeah, man. But in Houston, they talk over this, they talk all night over the shit.
That's everywhere, bro. That's everywhere.
I'm talking about in Houston, though, like in the strip clubs and like the packed out clubs, they are talking over that shit.
I'm telling you, that's what they do. I
hate that shit,
That's what they do. I don't like it either. But that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? Because everything's for sale. You got to think, man. They're selling the music. They're selling the culture. They're selling the bottles. They're selling the chicks. Right. They're selling themselves. Right. Everything's for sale. Right. And I got to tell you about it. Right. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Right. Man, and that's what J. Poe do so good, man.
He's great at it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's been good at that.
Like, we've been rocking so long, man. All I got, he going, yo, what's the vibe, Brasco? What we doing? Yeah. And we going to 6. I bet. All right, that's what we're going to start. Give me, I got you, my nigga. Okay, cool. All right, and then I hit him, bang. Yeah. He turned around, what? What are you doing? What? And then we start playing them records, man, and then we go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Pick it up like we ain't never dropped it, man.
Man, so how do you keep up with the new music now?
I don't. Okay. I'm whack at that. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Okay. If there's one complaint that I could say somebody could really have a fair complaint about me, is that I don't play the new music fast enough.
See, that's what I'm man, that's what I try to do, you know what I'm saying? Because the music come out so quick.
That's why I ain't in a rush.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, it come out every Friday, and it's like, man, it's so much. I'm like, damn, man, and then how can you?
You can't consume it, but these young people do.
Quick.
They know that shit come out Friday night. No, that shit come out Friday, Symphony Saturday night. They know that shit.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Shit. Right.
Like, for me, nah. You gonna have to wait. Yeah, I might get that shit in next week. We'll see. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna play this old Outkast. You know what I'm saying? That's me. Fuck all this new shit, man. And it's not fuck it like I don't like it. I love it.
Yeah.
But man, I ain't.
It's too much to keep up
bro,
with, man.
Like, I'm a DJ that really play music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
real music.
Let me figure out where this shit gonna sound best. I'm not just gonna play it because it's new.
Right.
I want to play it because it's dope.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm gonna play it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, because there's so many just young rappers that these niggas know, and it's like, I don't even know this nigga. Like, where's he? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Like
and he got a whole catalog.
Young cat that died, man. Pop Smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that's fucked up.
I've never heard one song.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's how slow I am at consuming music.
Oh, okay. Yeah, his new album is nice.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No clue. So now I gotta go.
So you got it on your iPad?
Yeah.
Like the Apple Music?
Yeah. I mean, I got Apple Music, Tidal.
Because they got the new music thing.
But see the thing, like, okay, so for me, consuming music for me is a process, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I hear music a certain way. So it's rare that I'm in the element that allows me to just sit and do nothing. And listen to music. You know what I mean? Right. I have to say, okay, on this day I have to go download shit, you know, study the stats, and then talk to, you know, I call Your American Dream. Hey, what's poppin', man?
Right.
I talk to J Poe. Poe, what I need to be playing right now, because, you know, I ain't fucking with this shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that. And then I'll listen. Or I'll go to the club where somebody that I respect is DJing. And I'll let them know, hey, my nigga, I'm in this hole and I'm finna be Shazamming all fucking night.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna Shazam you all night because I don't wanna bother you. Because I'll ask. I'm humble. I don't care.
Right.
Like, niggas be on some, I ain't gonna ask a nigga. Nah, I'm old, nigga. I don't listen. There's too much fucking music.
Right.
What's your hottest shit right now, nigga? What is it? Brasco, I got you, my nigga, your old ass, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Lando Boomin, that's my guy. I pop up at the radio station. That's how I consume new music. Because he consume it like, he always laughing at me like, man, Brasco, man, you so old, bro. Like, you just old as fuck, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? He, you know, in the respects there, yes, the homie for sure.
Right.
But he understands that I consume music different. Because even though I DJ full time, you know, we got the show we're gonna get to that I produce. You know what I'm saying? I got my bar in Houston. I'm a graphic designer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of clients. I just have one, and that's me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that consumes a lot of my time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you know, I'm the big homie to a few people out here.
Right.
So I spend time with my friends, developing my relationships, making sure that the things that I really hold near and dear, man, move like they're supposed to.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I can't just.
Well, you got to give me some lessons, man.
Yeah, bro. It's whatever.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, man. Like, just tell me your feet, man.
All right, man. Shit,
you know what I'm saying? Because that scratching shit, yeah. Like, I do got to do better, you know what I'm saying? And I got to learn how to beat match. Like,
that's the easy part. You learn that part first.
Okay, bet.
Yeah, you learn that beat matching part first, man. And then the rest will be easy. You know what I'm saying? If you could dance, you could DJ.
Cool. Yeah, man, the chop shop.
Yeah.
Man,
so
y'all 4 in right now, right?
Yeah, man, we 4 in right now, man.
Y'all looking nice, man.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, man. Nice, man.
Thank you, man. This is dope, though. Like, I can't wait to report to the guy, like, yo, we get ready to step out and get something, man. We got Holla B Maze, man.
Yeah.
You did your thing. You did all this?
Yeah.
Man. So the chop shop, man, it's myself, DJ Eddie Brasco. I'm the radio DJ. That's me on the show. I'm the radio guy.
Right.
Producer of the show. Flipping the cameras, the graphics, all that shit. I do that part. Right. Then there's to my right is DJ Hezekiah. Now he is a real music producer.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You want your DJ Premier beat, that's where you go. But you want your T-Mix Suave House beat, that's where you go. You know what I'm saying? He can do that East Coast real good. He can do that down South real good. And then to his right side is DJ Ology. You know what I'm saying? He's a sound engineer, pro sound engineer. So you got a park you need to put sound in, and because you got concerts, festivals coming through, he can do that for you.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then he's also a dope DJ. And then there's Chris Cutter, Classic. He's a producer extraordinary. Everybody know Cutter Classic. Director of production at Castle Row Studios, which is our home base. And on the show, he produces it. So our audio version, the one that we're going to put up through your Spotify's and your Apple Music podcasts and shit like that.
Right.
He's a producer of that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So collectively, we are the Chop Shop podcast. Hell
man. Yeah. So whose idea was it?
Ours.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Right, to push that content there. You know what I'm saying?
DJ Hezekiah had been a brainchild of his to do a podcast.
Okay,
and because he did the Hip Hop Chop Shop mix show with me, he wanted to call it the Chop Shop. I'm cool with that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I have had the idea to actually do about 4 or 5 different podcasts in my brain for about 3 years now.
Right.
And this is the first one.
Because y'all come from that, though.
Yeah.
And now this is like the new era of the radio.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
That's exactly what it is.
And y'all get to keep y'all own content now.
Oh, yeah. On the masters. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because y'all got so many classics on the radio that y'all didn't record. You know what I'm saying?
Out of there, bro.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Out of there, man. I did so many dope interviews on the radio. Man. Like people don't have any idea. If you didn't grow up here in Oklahoma City, man, then you really, and it's not me tooting my own home, but I'm gonna toot it for a second because I'm on a shot of Brandy. You know what I'm saying? This is monumental shit.
Yeah, man. Talk
so
shit.
I mean, I interviewed Master P. You know what I'm saying? How many of y'all niggas can say that? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not really capping, but I kind of am. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what makes this is what makes me different. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because when I DJ'd back then, I was doing parties, but then I would go do this radio shit, and that's when the real shit would happen. Right. So Master P came through years ago when he was on top. This ain't Master P like now, and he's on top now. Oh, yeah, for those that don't fucking know, but I'm talking about I had him in the studio when he's 75 million. In the streets, you know what I'm saying? In 5 years, ain't nobody did that still. Right. You know what I'm saying? 75 million in 5 years, my nigga. So I interviewed him, and not only did it play here in Oklahoma City, it simulcast to Lawton and Tulsa at the same time. Yeah. So I'm statewide with it. This is before social media, before YouTube, before camera phones. Right. You know, ain't nobody walking around recording this shit. You know what I'm saying? I done chopped it up with Bow Wow back when he was a little motherfucker, got on my nerves. Yeah. Like, man, get this little nigga out here, man. You know what I'm saying? He fucking up my vibe. You know what I'm saying?
I remember them days where y'all were like, say the limousine is here.
Man, right?
Like, come on, man. Like, I remember this
23rd Street be lit, man. Y'all have no idea what it's like when you have a platinum recording artist coming to the east side of Oklahoma City to do a fucking interview. You know what I'm saying? And let alone let it be me, you know? And I done hosted shows, man, like I've been out the way for a long time, and it's cool. I'm so glad to be back doing what I was born to do, and that's what this chop shop is, man. So
it feels good, don't it?
Man, it feels great. So when people watch it and they say, man, you guys, you know, and this is what I hear. This ain't what I say. This is what I hear. Okay. Man, you guys are good though. Like
that's what I'm saying. It's a show. It's a real show.
So let me give you the breakdown. So before episode 1, what y'all are seeing. We call that episode 1 and it was live, but that was really like episode 7 for us.
Oh, okay. Y'all been practicing?
Man, we got in the lab.
That's why y'all coming out so nice.
We locked in because this is the profession. This is what I'm born to do. So I know, hey guys, look, I got a plan. Heads, you got a plan. We all had a plan. We got the equipment together. Once we knew what we needed, we got it. We didn't have to go buy anything, you know what I'm saying, outside of the main platform. You know what I'm saying? But camera work, all that other shit. I mean, we geeks, so we got all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? So imagine if it's 3 motherfuckers just like you, and y'all decide to do a show together.
Right, exactly. And y'all come from it, though.
And we come from that world of knowing how to do it. So we put together a show. We had production meetings. We still have production meetings. We shoot on Sunday, but we probably meet twice a week. Before then to just do podcast shit. Right. And then outside of that, we're always generating content. You know, content is key. Right. You know what I'm saying? So we out fucking off is what we call it, man. We might shoot to Dallas, you know what I'm saying, just to go eat at motherfucking what's the place I put Dave on? Snooze, little breakfast spot. Okay. We might shoot there just to hang out one night, go to the club, not do nothing. We old niggas, we gonna get sleepy early, you know what I'm saying? Go back to the hotel, kick back, wake up, come back, you know what I'm saying? And do that shit again the next week. Right. You know, because it's team building. It's like we really family. You know what I'm saying? Like that closeness, that capping we doing on Heads Haircut we do that when we ain't got the cameras going. That's all we do is make fun of him all fucking day. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So it works, man. It's a good synergy. And then we bring J Po in for the high note. Okay. The high note's the cannabis review. You know what I'm saying? You know, you know J Po, he's a cannabis advocate. Oh yeah. So we bring him in for that. You know what I mean? But it's been something that we've been thinking about doing for a cool minute, man, because here's the thing. When I left Perry Broadcasting, right? When I left there, you know, in all respect to them, I love them as family. I go up there all the time. So even though it ended that way, you know, as men, we've all been able to come back to the table and talk about it and settle things and maintain those relationships and friendships, you know what I'm saying?
Real men shit.
Yeah. So that's why I had no problem talking shit to Swick, you know what I'm saying? Because he know what the fuck happened. Yeah. And I ain't mad about it. You know, we gonna get a beer one of these days. We just ain't never able to make it happen on the same day. But anyways, doing this doing this Chop Shop podcast, bro, it's really us saying, look, nobody's gonna hire us. Let's hire ourselves, man.
Right.
We know how to do this shit. We don't need
exactly.
nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, because y'all already 4 in and y'all numbers is going up.
Man, bro, so check this out, man. And I know you understand analytics and the numbers. So every episode is at 1,000 plus.
Right.
Every one of them is at 1,000 plus. And that's just for the views. The reach is even further. You know what I'm saying? And this 4-week span is just what I consider my starting point. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
And it's gonna get bigger. Already getting bigger. You know,
most definitely.
You know, I feel like I'm on a little
because it sounds professional,
shit, man. Thank you, brother.
Right.
You know, and
so is it gonna go on YouTube?
Yeah, so it is on YouTube.
Okay.
So right now we have it on Facebook and we have it on YouTube. Facebook was our biggest platform collectively. So I was able to create the like page for it and get the numbers up on it pretty quick.
Okay.
Because everybody knows how to find me there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I understand the limitations of Facebook, especially when it comes to playing music.
Okay.
And it's not the platform that we want to stay on because we do the stream live. It will mute like music. Like if I want to play the homie Southwest,
okay,
I can play them, but it's not going to play back on the live stream. It might, but then it might get muted on the playback. Right. But
even on the local music too?
Yeah. Because and the reason for that on the local music, see, the thing about local is we got to change that to exclusive, you know, in terms of how we look at it, because it might be local in terms of they live around here. That's the only thing local about it. They're putting their shit on Toonstar. They're putting their shit on DistroKid, just like everybody else, because now you don't need a record label. You know what I'm saying? You can self-distribute and collect the check. Right. You know what I'm saying? So these artists that are around here, the No Hezos, they all know that. They all do that. Right. You know what I'm saying? So when their music is being streamed, they get a check for that. Okay. It might be a little ass check because streaming doesn't really pay like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's a check. And in order for them to get a check, we got to pay that. And if we're not paying that, then we can't play it. You know, and since there's no such thing as an ASCAP BMI license for a podcast, I call it ASCAP, you know what I'm saying? Because I have a license for my bar in Houston.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Right. I actually pay that every year. So for a podcast, it's no different. It doesn't exist, so you can't get one. Okay. So we can't get around that hurdle. But through YouTube, I can broadcast the show live through YouTube and be able to play that music, even with a monetized page. I just won't get monetized for that stream. And everybody know YouTube streams don't really pay. You know what I mean? It takes so many fucking streams to get a check that really makes sense.
Right.
I don't even care about using YouTube as a revenue source right now.
Okay.
Because the numbers ain't gonna make sense for me to use that as part of my equation. Right. So the sooner I can translate all of my viewers from Facebook to YouTube, then I will start the show straight on YouTube.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And that way I can play whoever I want, whenever I want. You know what I mean? I could do a live mix show the way I'd want to do it. Right. You know, and not have to only play the super exclusive music, which is still cool because I'm playing shit like, you know, Thomas Who to DZ to KO5. We play, you know what I'm saying, DJ Big Rich, you know what I'm saying? We fuck with Southwest. I just need it before he send it out. Like, I need that, hey, once you and Bandman cook it up, you know what I'm saying?
Right, you need that.
I need it then.
Right.
So I can play that shit. I need it then.
Exactly.
You know, and to be honest with you, I'd rather do it then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, but y'all can do it on Patreon, man, and have members.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or you can put your Cash App up during the show, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. We haven't thought about check account. Come on, man.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, donate to the show.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
For sure. Well, see, the thing about it is the numbers that I'm getting, you know, I'm going to actually allow people to advertise on the show.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying? We'll produce a commercial for you.
Right.
You know, we'll give you the look so that it fits our branding, you know what I mean, and meets your branding guidelines for your company. You know what I'm saying? That way you're actually getting the value. Because I could do that now with the Cash App. I could hustle.
Right.
You know what I mean? I could do the instant music review and buy them up. I could do that and get a check because I have put in the work to get that type of respect in the market to where people will pay for that from me.
And you're a brand, though.
You know what I'm saying? Thank you, brother. And,
you know what I'm saying?
And I work hard at that too, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you're a brand, and you're giving them that look. You know what I'm saying?
So my thing is I would much rather you do this rather than to just pay me to play your song. How about you pay me to push your project?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I DJ in the street. You know what I'm saying? We have the Chop Shop podcast, and I know how to give you that look.
Right,
because I come from that, you know what I'm saying. So that's my thing, and that's really where I could see that going. You know, I mean, don't get twisted. Somebody might just want a commercial on the show. I'm cool with that. Yeah.
Right.
Drop the bag and I'll give you the look that you need. You know what I'm saying? And that's the whole point of it, you know?
And y'all only 4 in though, so sky's the limit.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm excited, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm dumb excited. I'm really excited, honestly, because now I get to bring in people and get their story.
Okay,
you know, that I couldn't talk to when I was on the radio.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So, or people that I meet
you
along
own
the way.
The content.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So now it's like, yeah, so, you know.
And you could be raw, too.
Man, the same vibe we got in here.
Right.
Same vibe in there, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, same vibe, man.
Oh, it's a better vibe over there. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, man, y'all bounce off each other real good.
Man, we having fun, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Then you got the studio event.
Bro, so you talking about the Tastemakers Mixer.
Yeah.
All right, so the Tastemakers Mixer, man, we have been doing this now for about 8 months.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We've been doing it since June or July of last year. And originally what it was...
See, I wasn't here last year, man. I was in Indy.
Oh, wow. What you doing out there?
Man, I was working on planes, and then I went to Texas working on planes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Getting a little bag.
Somewhat, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You back now, though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Now.
So I'm going to pull up.
So with the mixer, what it was originally is a meet and greet for DJs.
Okay.
I really wanted to put DJs in a room together and just kind of see what happens, you know. Being an older guy, I got put on by DJs that were cool. They were just like, hey, man, you want to DJ? Cool. You can hang out with us, man, you know?
Yeah.
And that was the DJ Unities, the G-Max, the DJ Hills, you know what I'm saying? Vets in the game, you know what I'm saying? Spicy Mike, Casanova, you know, just LJ, the DJ, they all showed me love. So my thing is I'm going to show love. Just like I show love to J. Paul, you know what I'm saying? He shows love to everybody.
Yeah.
You know, and that was taught to me by Terry Monday. Hey, man, you know, you can't do this shit by yourself. You need people on your team.
Right.
And aside from that, man, just show love to everybody and watch what comes back. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I did, and that's what the Tastemakers meet and greet mixer was about for just the DJs, because I wanted us to bridge generational gaps. You know what I'm saying? Young DJs fuck with the young, you know, the old heads. I'm like the old head that gets a pass. You know what I'm saying? Right. But I know there are other older DJs like myself that still want to contribute to the game. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that was about. But I wasn't getting the numbers. You know what I'm saying? I get like maybe 6 DJs, 7 DJs pull up, you know what I'm saying? And they wouldn't all come at the same time, you know. And then in the first of the year, I decided to open it up to bloggers, you know, artists, producers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, culture.
Podcasters, everybody. Let's bring, because that was always the plan. But I'm being a DJ, I wanted to unify the DJs first. And it worked, you know what I'm saying? We got on the same page, we just couldn't get in the same room at the same time. But the idea was out there. I mean, we got a big, a lot of people don't know this, but the DJs, we got a big Instagram chat, you know what I'm saying, group or whatever that we're all in. That's when we need to talk to each other. We can, so we don't have to have bullshit out there. You know, if one of us get out there on some wild shit, we check behind closed doors. That's why you don't see DJs beefing online. You know what I'm saying? Because we fuck with each other in real life. You know what I'm saying?
That's nice.
So that's what the mixer started from. It started from that. And then, you know, I opened it up to everybody else. And once I did that, it was like, boom, that shit just took off. So January, we had great numbers. The February mixer just passed. We had really, really good numbers. The March mixer's coming up on March the 5th. I don't know what the on-air date is for the show, but it's March the 5th for us. And I encourage you, if you are an artist, if you're a producer, if you're a DJ, if you're a blogger, you're a visual artist, maybe you are a content creator, you know, maybe you do, maybe you're a lawyer, entertainment lawyer or some shit like that. Come fuck with us, man. Because we have food there. You know, we buy food. You know what I'm saying? We have a little liquor, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
And we don't charge a dime, bro. All I ask is you tip my staff. If somebody is helping you, somebody fix your drink, man, throw it in the tip jar, man. You know what I'm saying? Make sure everybody's taken care of, man. It's 420 friendly. You know what I'm saying? So we be in there. It's a vibe, bro. Like, City ain't never seen no shit like this, bro. And I knew this shit would be some cool shit to do, man. And everybody that comes, you know, they have a good fucking time, bro. They have a real good time. And they get to see it, you know, they get to see it in a nice studio. A lot of people have heard about Castle Road Studios but never been there. So there's a lot of times their first time being in $1 million studio, man, like really being able to see, like, damn, that board is $100,000. Damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, but you can cook up some shit off in there. You know, that's where we do our podcast from.
Oh, okay. Exactly. Nah, man, that's a real good look, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to come together, man. Like, if we want to push the culture further.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got to come together. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, hell yeah, man. And that's really what it is, man. It's about saying, okay, look, what's the end goal for everybody here?
Right.
What are y'all trying to get out of this thing, man? Are you trying to contribute or are you trying to take from it?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You can only take from it if you give to it.
Right.
That's how I see it. So I give to it so that I can take from it. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that's the only way that it's fair. That's what brings it full circle. You know what I'm saying?
And it comes back to you too.
Boy, man, I'm gonna tell you something, man. The love that I get in this city, bro.
Right.
The love that I get in this city, it don't make no sense, man. It's mind blowing for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk.
Man, everybody know you a legend.
Man, thank you, bro. Like,
you know
like that used to be really hard to hear. You know what I'm saying?
Why?
Because, man, I didn't see myself as that. You know what I'm saying? There was so much that I hadn't done. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, it's like, man, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like part of me, I really think that some of the older DJs, they hate on the young DJs because the young DJs get that money.
Yeah.
They get that. They know how to make that money. The DJs are the biggest promoters to me.
But it's a new game, though. You know,
it is a new game.
It's like the rappers get money.
Right. But the thing about it is, though, is that if you don't know it's a new game, you still playing the old game, you're gonna always lose. And some of the older DJs,
yeah, but Jordan never got paid though.
Nah, but the thing about it is he's still the dude though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He might not have got paid from the Bulls.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But he's gonna get paid. Like, right. I can't never walk around talking about I got paid from the radio station.
Okay.
I got a wage. I earned a wage and I got paid in the street. Right. You know what I'm saying? And now there is no wage to earn, so I gotta get it all out the street. Right. You know what I'm saying? And it's not a choice. It is what it is. So I mean, I choose to be in the game, then I gotta conform to the ways that are providing income. You know, and as long as I can still hold on to my integrity as a man, right, I can do that. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, exactly. and that's why I'm able to DJ full time, right, in this city, and I don't have to go clock in nowhere. Now, don't get twisted. If I absolutely have to, I would go get a job. I ain't no fucking fool. I got kids. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I don't have to do that because God blessed me to where I can do exactly what I prayed about. Right. You know what I'm saying? So when you call me a legend, I take that, brother. Yeah. Because I prayed for this position. I prayed to be in a place, bro, where I can give back to the game. I can teach the game. I can eat off the game. I can live in the game. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. That's the wealth for me.
Yeah, but you paid your dues, though.
You had to, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't come overnight with this shit.
But you know what's crazy, though, man, is that it don't even feel like that. Like, it was, you know, the times where I say, man, damn, like, let me get that lighter, man. Where I felt like I was paying dues is anytime I start something new. Okay. Is when I feel like I'm paying dues. Like now with the podcast, Chop Podcast. Yeah, we 4 in, you 123 in. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm paying dues in the podcast realm. I just got a really good look for the first start. Right. You know what I'm saying? But it's still like.
But you're still a brand though.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
I mean, so that's why you got the good look, because you was already your brand before the podcast.
You know, I'm gonna tell you something, bro. That was a planned thing. It really, really was, man. Being in Houston, where the name Eddie Brasco means absolutely nothing. Okay, right. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's a very humbling thing. 1, 2. It really made me focus on what I wanted to do when I got a platform again. Right. You know what I'm saying? So when the opportunity came for me to come home, I knew exactly what I was going to do. All the shit that I've been thinking about while I was in Houston. All the shit that I wanted to do, but nobody would give me the look because they had never heard of me before. So they're not going to give me a shot on the turntables. This is me knowing what I know how to do. I'm looking at this motherfucker like, man, I'm better than the nigga you hired. Exactly. But you don't know that. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know me. So I'm now in the 4th largest city of the country, DJing for free. At places that could pay me more than I've ever been paid. You know what I'm saying? Just to get the look. And now they see it. It's like, oh, yeah, you a DJ. You fucking right, bro. Like, come on now. Right. And then after that, I would get the call. Right. For the gigs. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Some I could do, some I couldn't do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that was. You know? Yeah, hell yeah, man. But, you know, it's all in due time, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It never feels like dudes until you starting something new. For me. You know what I mean? But this podcast radio shit, yeah, this is easy because I pay my dues here. Yes, sir.
That's what I'm saying. Real easy. And y'all should put it on the app too, though.
Gonna do that.
Okay.
Yeah, gonna do that. Definitely gonna do that. Like, we have plans, actually, brother. I'll say it here because I would love for you to be involved. Okay. of building a podcast network app.
Okay, yeah.
You already know where I'm going. You know what I'm saying? You know, where my show lives, you know what I'm saying? Your show lives, you know, Lifestyles live. You saying everybody can live in the same place but still respectively get their shit off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. That's the contribution I want for the market, some shit that ain't been here before. You know what I'm saying? This is one of them late night smoke sessions, me and J. Poe chopping it up. Yeah. Because, you know, like when I say that's my brother, he lives like 7 minutes from me, bro. Okay. Like, so I'm always there. Yeah. Like when I purposely didn't call him this morning, because I already knew, hey, come pick me up, man. You know, so I go over there. Nah, bro, I'm gonna go do this and I'm gonna come back and tell you about it. Yeah. Like, and he's gonna be like, yo, why ain't you call me? I would have went over there with you, because nah, man, because let me just go do this. Yeah. Let me have this experience. Because that's my brother like that. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you couldn't call me? Yeah. You know, I'm just sitting at the house. I ain't doing nothing. I'm at the house.
That nigga sounds just like him, too. You hear me?
That's my guy, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you, man. Like J. Poe, man, I take a bullet for that, dude, man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? People charge me up about him. You know what I'm saying? They ask me about him because, you know, most of the time, it's older heads asking me about him that don't know him. You know what I'm saying? They be like, what's good with that guy? You know what I'm saying? Because he's Mexican. That's really why they asking me. Yeah. I'm like, what do you mean? You know, I'll be a smart ass. What do you mean? What's going on with him? I mean, what's going on with him? I don't know. What you mean? I'll be a dickhead because I know what you get now. Fuck out of here. That's my bro, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, hell yeah. From the womb to the tomb, man. Exactly. That's how we do it.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you, man.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure, man.
I came out, been and gave stories, game.
Try, man.
Wisdom, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, we gotta have
new adventures.
We gotta have you in.
Yeah,
we gotta have you in, man. You know what I'm saying? Pull up on us, man, and kick back with us,
just let me know, man.
For sure.
All right, hey, man, I appreciate you, though, man.
No doubt, man.
Like real talk.
Let me do this before I get up out of here.
Oh yeah, do your thing.
Get my social off real quick, man.
Okay, yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you can catch me on Instagram. All right, this is DJ Eddie Brasco. It's right there. You can kind of see it. And if you can't see it, I'll spell it for you. It's a DJ EDDIEBRASCO. That's on Instagram. You can follow me on Twitter with that. You can find me on Facebook with Eddie Brasco, but that page is full, so hit my like page. It's the DJ Eddie Brasco Show. And you can also hit me at The Chop Shop. All right, The Chop Shop 405 on YouTube. Chop Shop 405. And you can find me and all my bullshit right there.
Appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir.
Keep doing your thing already, here, man. Living legend, man. Shout out to Brandy podcast, man. That's a shout out Brandy podcast, man. That's episode 123, man, with DJ Brasco, man, the legend.
Hold up. It happens like that's some good weed over there.
Yeah, you hear me?
We call that shit. Hold up.
Appreciate you, man. Real talk, bro. That was nice.
Man, real nice, bro.
That was nice.
Damn, bro, we was rocking that long?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, man, it didn't even seem like it, huh?
Fuck no, man. That shit was awesome.